So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So I don't really cover the medal exchange every month, but yeah, this is a big exception because this is without a doubt the best medal exchange update we've ever got. I'll just say I hope you guys have some medals saved up because you're likely going to need them. Because yeah, can't really miss this opportunity. Before we go into the characters and such, I want to repeat what I always say when talking about the medal exchange. You should, in general, not spend your medals on legends. The only legends available at the exchange are normal legends. These legends rerun all the time. And yeah, you might miss something right now, but you will most likely pull a dupe or the first copy of it eventually, and then you'll get a ton of dupes really fast. That's usually how it works. So, like if you look at the legends here, like sure, this Big Mom is really good, but 600 medals, that's 6 limited normal rare recruits that you can only get from the exchange right now. This Big Mom is pullable like at least once every month on a pretty good Sugo, so yeah, why go out of your way to get them? Then we obviously have the normal complaint about the medal exchange, like Garp, Corazon, Jinbei, Capone should not be 400 medals, they should be 250 medal instead of Miyok Perona. But yeah, they want to milk people out of medals that want some level limit break units maxed. It's very scummy, but it is what it is. I'll just say that I'm very happy I have most legends maxed with level limit break. So yeah, don't really buy any legends unless you have a ton of medals. That said, let's go into the really good stuff here. First, we finally got the Hyogoro badge added to Global. This is like one of the badges we've been waiting for. It's not the last good one. There are some great ones left that we haven't got yet. The big one, in my opinion, being the Blackbeard badge with treasure map like Fun Ogre and stuff like that. That's also really good. But this is probably the best one we lacked. And yeah, we can start with Dobon Right. Yeah, you don't really need to buy him unless you're a completionist. He's a chain lock based unit. Not a great chain lock either, but yeah, if you want a copy of Dobon, go ahead. Then we can talk about Luffy. I feel like many will sleep on this Luffy. I actually have a very old clip where I pull this Luffy and I max his hunger with tablets. This was back when hunger was still pretty new, and I got mocked quite a lot of that, but now I'm like sitting on like 400 hunger tablets, so I don't really care about that. Anyway, Luffy actually has a decent special too. HP cut, bind reduction, 3 turns color affinity for 2 colors. I've used him sometimes, mainly due to the hunger though, and the rest is also a pretty good bonus. But the main thing you want this Luffy for is the support. Can only be put on Kid, his pal back in jail, so to say. And anytime, or well, the first time Kid uses a special in a quest that does damage, but most Kid specials do damage. You reduce bind paralysis to spear by 2 turns. Like, this is a support that I don't really like to talk tier list, but if you use tier list lingo, this is like a support. If you have it, every Kid unit goes up a tier. Basically, like you end up using this support a lot, and you can use Kid in teams you normally wouldn't because you have this support, and he can help out in more ways. So yeah, definitely buy this Luffy, like there's no reason to skip him. You should definitely get Hyogoro too. I think most people know he's good. Special is also pretty good. Damage threshold reduction, attack down reduction, or boost. Universal, pretty low, but yeah, not too bad. So I never really used his special at all, but it's not bad on paper. Support only for Luffy, but yeah, Luffy is pretty common on teams. And basically when Luffy uses a special, he reduces attack down by 2 turns. and reduces damage threshold by 2 turns. I think Luffy might have some more support to remove damage threshold now, but in terms of attack down, like, this is the only support Luffy really has to remove attack down. And like, I've used this support a lot for both of these purposes, so yeah, just you can use Luffy for a lot more things basically, and since Luffy has a lot of good units, it's very easy to fit him on teams. So yeah, also no-brainer, you should buy this Hyogoro. You should buy Luffy, you should buy Hyogoro. Like, that's already 200 medals, but we're not done, because the Madman added 3 more units just for a month that we've been waiting for like, since the medal exchange began. Like, we can start with Prospero, because I used him very, very recently in, like, against the Parking Adventures. He's a great big mom support, but he can also be used by himself, and he actually has a great special. Removes damage threshold, damage reduction, death up by 4 turns. Like, 5 will have been even better, but that's still a very good combo, of course. And you can even get a 2 times ore boost if the captain is strength. So yeah, definitely a solid special. And Prospero does have some decent supports, like Sweet Commanders. As for the support, as the big one, can be put on Big Mom and Katakuri. And if the enemy puts up death up or damage threshold, you just remove it by 2 turns. Amazing support. I can't understate how good this support is. I've used it countless of times throughout the years, so definitely feel like I got my value from Prospero. And yeah, just like with Luffy and Hyogoro, literally 0 reason to skip this Prospero. You should pick him up. And we're not done yet. We have the Akainu here, from the same batch as the Bonsai Akainu. I see now that we can't see the support here, but this Akainu, this Kusan can evolve, and then he has a support that you can put on some of the admirals to remove damage reduction when hitting perfects. Really good before, but we actually got an alternative to this now in the new Rare Recruit Fuji that basically supports the same units. So support is not that amazing anymore, but the special has aged really, really good. Healing, reduces damage threshold, damage reduction, death up by 5 turns, so even better than Prospero. And not only that, if you have enough strength in units on the team, you can also get color affinity for those colors. So basically it does 5 really good things, and I've used this Kusan a lot, both his support and as a crewmate. So I'd say as a unit, he's the best of the batch you can buy. But yeah, basically to summarize, we have yet another one. You should buy the Luffy and Hyogoro and Prospero and Kusan, and you should also buy the Akainu. This is the legendary so-called Bonsai Akainu, because he's holding a bonsai tree. And yeah, Fighter Free Spirit Akainu, which is very unique. This is the only one I lack myself, and I'm the kind of guy that if there's a unit that I can't get, it's literally impossible for me to get, I don't try and think too much about it. So before it was confirmed we're getting him, I was like, yeah, I don't really know what he does. I've never looked. So I looked at him for the first time, and basically he was amazing back in the day. He's still good, but I feel like the Kusan has aged better. As for the special, you can set all enemies' defense to 0 for 2 turns, reduce paralysis attack down by 5 turns, and if 4 or more quick or sire on the crew, you can also get the death down conditional for 2 turns, 1.75 times. I think this Akainu has seen some use against Grand Voyage Buggy, and yeah, I think he covers like a lot of stuff that they do there. So I'm excited to try him there mainly. Other than that, I don't really have anything I want to try him out for right away. He also has a support that can be put on some of the other admirals, where he can set defense. He can do a 90% death down reduction for 1 turn, which is pretty good. Not as good as 100% death down, but that's pretty rare on support. So still a very nice option that I will definitely be using most likely. So basically, we're talking 5 must-buy units. Like, this is literally must-buy. Like, this is basically a box transforming medal exchange. Like, your box literally levels up a level by picking up these 5 units, and we never know when or even if they will rerun again, so definitely don't miss up this opportunity. And if you don't have enough medals, I don't know, it sucks for you. That's all I can say. This is why you should always try and keep some stock, but who could have guessed that we suddenly get a medal exchange with 5 must-buy re-recruit? That was very out of left field, to say the least. We also got some Kimono, Ace, and Marco, but these are basically just if you don't have them or if you care about completionist stuff. I'm not sure if I have these. I think I have the Marco and not the Ace, but yeah, I have so many medals, so I'll buy whatever I don't have for sure. They also added a Kid, Killer, and Caesar this month, but they are permanent, so no rush at all. Caesar is the best one of them. He's pretty modern too. I never ended up using him, but he's pretty good on paper. He removes poison, reduces bind and chain lock by 7 turns, does a small chain boost, and if you hit 3 perfects, you get a big chain boost the next stage. So good on paper, but I've never really had a reason to use him. Anyway, I'm super hyped by this, both to get my missing Bonsai Akainu, but also the fact that I can actually use these supports more now in teams, because now I know most people watching my videos will actually have these units, so that helps a lot with team building. So very excited for that. But yeah, let me know. Are you excited? Will you pick these up, or do you already have some of them? But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.